Hi there, and welcome to my first video blog post. This first blog post is an introduction to a plan I've got for the next year, I hope. Maybe just the next week or two, we'll see. And that's to experiment with video as a format for blog posts. It's something I've been thinking about doing for a while. Since last summer, really, when I came across a few video blog posts, or vlogs as they're known, by an academic across town called Carl Gombrich. I think that's how his name is pronounced. And he was doing some video blogs like this, but from home, and talking specifically about academic blogging, which is something I'd like to explore. In this first post, I just want to talk about my plan. And a couple of things I've come across in my very small amount of preparation to do this. It feels very weird looking at a camera and not having an audience in front of you. And this is a one-take thing. In terms of first vlogs, obviously I have recorded myself on a webcam before, but this is the first time I've used it for a blog post. I was rewatching yesterday a great video called An Anthropological Introduction to YouTube by Michael Vesh. And the link's below. I'd really recommend you take a look at it. In particular, the link below goes to a specific section partway through where he talks about people's first blogs and something called context collapse, which is to do with the fact that you don't really know who you're talking to, and the context is kind of strange in doing this. So definitely worth checking that out. My plan for this is, and the reasons are just to experiment. And also, I've not been blogging much. I just got my annual report from WordPress that told me I think I blogged 3 or 4 times in 2012, which is the worst year by far. So this is a second reason for doing this, is to see if I can blog more doing it. And I'm just interested to see whether it works. I imagine there are things that don't work as video blog posts, but we'll see. Obviously, I will talk a little bit about video blogging as part of it, but I don't want it to be too self-referential. So all of my blogs this year, the plan is to do them as videos, or to include me talking as a video as a big part of it. We'll see how that goes. And I'm setting myself a target of 1 a week, which if I reach will be far surpass any blogging I've ever done in the last 8 years or so that I've been playing around with blogs. It could be more than 8 years. I remember doing it at London Met, and I left there in 2005. So yeah, it's a fair old time, and it's quite interesting in a way that up until now I've never made a video blog. YouTube's been around longer than that, and there is hours and hours and hours on YouTube. Put a link to YouTube stats below. 72 hours of YouTube of output are produced every minute. 72 hours every minute for YouTube at the moment. 4 billion hits, something or other. You can look at the stats. So there are a lot of people producing, and in Michael Vesh's video, he talks about how such a big chunk of that is people doing this kind of thing, talking to camera. Very small, homemade stuff. So I think a third or something like that. What I haven't seen is, not only have I not done it, I haven't seen many ed techs or other academics video blogging regularly. And you'd have thought that might be happening already. I mean, there is lots of video out there, educational video and so on. But if I think about the blogs I read, as far as I know, I've not seen many people ever do a video, and certainly not regularly video, which is, you think it's kind of strange in terms of there being a lot of video content out there already, and it's not difficult to do now. So maybe there are other reasons it's not taking place, and it'd be interesting to hear from you as to what those might be. So that's the plan. One of the things I'm going to experiment with is the format and the tools. I was going to do this at my desk upstairs originally, but the background noise was too loud, so brought my tablet downstairs. I'm sitting in a classroom, as you can probably tell, just talking to my tablet. And I've done one technical test to see that it works, but this is a one take, and that's going to be a rule of my things. There'll be a bit of planning, as there always is with a blog post, but there won't be any editing, which is different to a written blog post. And hopefully that will help me do more rather than hinder me doing more. I've never been very good at prolific blogging because I tend to edit and re-edit a lot, and I do remember a member of staff I worked with at the LSE, Charlie Beckett, who's a regular daily blogger, saying to me once that you just need to write it and publish it and write and publish it and not worry too much about editing and it being perfect and so on. And I think he's right. I've just never been able to do it. Whether I'll be able to do it with video, I don't know. We'll see. I think that's all I was going to say today. Great to hear back from you if you are video blogging or you have comments. And hopefully this will be the one of many. So I'm just glancing at my notes to see if there's anything else I wanted to say today. I don't think so. So thank you. Thank you? I don't know who I'm thanking. The end.